What's up, everybody? It's your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage, here to bring you a message today. It is early. Well, no, it's not early. It's 8:54 a.m. on August 2nd, 2024. I've been out walking this morning just to kind of cast out some negative energy I was holding on to, you know? The energy is very negative, it's very heavy, it's very nasty. Some of it was mine, some of it wasn't, you know? But be that as it may, we are here. I'd like to thank the Most High God for bringing me here for this message. Being here with y'all, excuse the 5 o'clock shadow, you feel me? Thank you, Dad, for waking me up this morning, for giving me a reason to smile. All right. Yo. So, I wanted to just say something. I'm going to get some advice from Spirit for us today. When I was a kid, I was very sensitive. Let's say that. What's up, baby? I'm a look, y'all know I'm goofy. I was sensitive. All right. Anything anybody said to me, I was crying. Dead ass. I was a crybaby. Anything. You look at me the wrong way, I'm crying. My feelings was hurt. So I've always been very sensitive, you know, and people throughout my lifetime have exploited that. One of the main people, you know, who used to pick at me all the time was my mama. She loved to see me get pissed off. I don't know why, but she loved to pick at me sometimes and laugh when I would get all bent out of shape because I was so animated. My face would turn red. She'd laugh at that. I'd start crying. She'd laugh at that. You know, stuttering over words, couldn't quite get them out. She'd laugh at that. And I never really, you know, kind of considered that really until this morning. But it wasn't even just her. It was like a lot of people. A lot of people just like to see me pissed off and triggered. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't mind it. Like for a while, I was like, is this what you want? You want the smoke? You want the smoke? You know what I'm saying? For a while, I entertained it, you know? I used to like to get upset. I used to like to pop off. I used to like to cuss people out. I used to love expressing my anger in very unhealthy ways. But a few years ago, well, longer than 3 years ago, I learned that it was like entertainment for people to see me upset, to see me pissed off, to see me get all bent out of shape, because people like to see that. It's bullies really. Bullies like to see that. Unhappy people like to see that. Bored people like to see that. But overall, it really boils down to people hating the fact that you are a light being, that you are of the light, and they're of the darkness. That's where they vibrate at. They vibrate on a lower level, because it is a lower level. When you're a high vibrational being, you're a light being. You vibrate on a higher level of consciousness, of happiness, of love, of understanding, of respect. You feel me? And so what people, you know, they can't quite reach you if you're high up there. That's just facts. So they try to bring you down to their level so they can touch you, so they can reach you, because they got to touch you some way, somehow, whether it's physically, spiritually, energetically. It's funny when you think about the dynamic of your relationship with people, or why people do the things that they do. Even if it's your parents, it's like, damn, you know, your own parents sometimes want you to go to a very low vibration just so they can control you, control your emotions. And a lot of times when we are vibrating at those low vibrations, it speaks volumes. It speaks a lot louder about who we appear to be.
You know me, I've always interested.
Because as we know, people generally are going to pay more attention to things that are of a negative nature than they are of a positive nature. People remember the bad things that you do before they remember that the good things that you do, the good person that you are. You know, that's what people like. 555 on the clock. And so this is taking me to a very good point here. When you are doing good things in this world, all right, when you are vibrating high, when you've become a really good version of yourself, a better version of yourself than who you used to be. When you put in the time, the effort, the energy, you make these firm commitments to yourself with God, with your ancestors, your spirit team, your higher self, whatever you choose to believe. It's all right with me. None of my business, you feel me? But when you make those commitments, when you put in all that time, effort, hard work, 7-11 on the clock, when you put in all that time, that effort, that hard work, to just be better, to vibrate on a higher level of consciousness, to drop that dead weight, all that baggage from all the years of whatever you've gone through, because a lot of us have gone through a lot of things. Some people have gone through some really horrible things in life that I could never even imagine. You feel me? Like, even to the point to where some of the things that people have gone through, I'm getting God bumps. Some of the things that people have gone through, I look at people and I'm like, damn, and you're still walking around, you're still in your right frame of mind, you're still out here really putting in that work after the most horrible things have happened to people. I applaud y'all. But but with that being said as well, no, I'm just gonna say I applaud y'all. Because everybody deals with things differently. Trauma is trauma, pain is pain, misery is misery, sadness is sadness. But people, we work very hard to get over stuff like that. No matter what it is, no matter what happens to people and how badly it hurts somebody, it's not for us to judge. It's not for us to judge that. I just wanted to, I feel like that needed to be said. It's not for us to judge if something that's happened to somebody is worthy of them being sad about or them being traumatized by. 55 on the clock. That's not up to us. It's kind of like the whose dick is bigger contest. Whose pain is worse? Whose trauma is way more traumatic? Who cares? Because pain is pain, trauma is trauma. You feel me? But back to what I'm saying. We put in all this hard work, we put in all this time and energy and effort to be a very good person, not just to ourselves, but to other people as well, to the planet, to animals, even to our enemies. Because when you are on a higher level of understanding, you realize that vengeance belongs to God, and people that have come against you, God will deal with them. God will deal with you depending on how you deal with those people as well. So you put in all this hard work, you put in all this time, effort, and energy, and you make these changes. Let's say 3 years ago, you wake up and you decide, I don't want to be an asshole anymore. Confirmation. You wake up and you say, I don't want to be an asshole anymore. I don't want to be destructive. I don't want to be toxic. I want to change my ways. I may not have been perfect in the past, because none of us are perfect. None of us are not always right. We've made mistakes. This is where we learn. We come here to learn. And what better way to learn than through mistakes? All right? But you put in all that time, effort, and energy. You make that commitment. You make that covenant with God. You wake up and say, I don't want to use drugs anymore. I don't want to drink anymore. I don't want to be slutty anymore. I don't want to give myself away to people like that anymore. You say, God, please forgive me. I'm repenting. I'm asking you to deliver me from things, who I used to be, the things I used to do, the mindset that I used to have. You ask the Most High God to forgive you and deliver you from that. And once you do that, and God says, you are forgiven, you have been delivered. Now here's your exodus. Move forward. But God, what about all those people in the past that I've hurt? What about all the mistakes that I made in the past? What about all those things that I was, who I was? What about that? God says, I've forgiven you. I have forgiven you. Here's your exodus. Move forward. So we move forward. That doesn't mean that you don't apologize to people. That doesn't mean that you don't try to make amends with people for people that you've hurt, mistakes that you've made in the past. But your main concern is that God has forgiven you, and there's an exodus, and you exit it out of those low vibrational patterns, those toxic belief systems, all the mistakes that you've made. You've learned your lesson, and you move forward. So 3 years go by, okay? And there are people, for whatever reason, don't like to see that you're better. We question, like, well, what is it? Like, what am I doing wrong? Or what's wrong with these people? Or what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me wanting to be better? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Okay? Take my glasses off. Not a damn thing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you wanting to be better. And doing things that support and foster you being better. There's nothing wrong with that. For other people, it may be, though. We get caught up in the why, and why is this, why is that? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Okay? Like, seriously, who cares? If you care about why other people don't want you to be happy, or why other people don't want you to shine, or why people don't want you to be better, I would tell you that you shouldn't. But people don't like to see that. And so you put in the 3 years of work to be a better person, a much better person. You've forgiven yourself. God's forgiven you. God created an exit plan for you to move forward onto something better, to continue to get better, and to probably help other people be better through inspired action, by example, by offering healing, whatever that looks like for anybody out there. You feel me? But you'll have people that see that, and they want to upset you. They want to lower your vibration so that they can touch you. They want to trigger you with things of the past. Again, I'll repeat that. They want to trigger you with things of the past. 5:05 on the clock, of the past. The past that God has already forgiven you for. The past that you've already forgiven yourself for. The past where that old you was. If you want to say the bad you, that's fine. The imperfect you, the less than perfect you, the not so good you, the injured you, the part of you that was really kind of in that really kind of fucked up period of earth school where you're just really trying to figure out how to graduate. Maybe some of us didn't even feel like we were going to graduate from earth school, but we did. God gave us the exit strategy. And that exit strategy is forgiveness, forgiving yourself and understanding that you move forward because that's what God said to do. Now you get people that want to lower your vibration to pull you back down. But see, this is not even pulling you back down. This is people pulling you back from an exodus that God gave you already. You're almost out that door. You might even be on the other side of, and people start crying about it. You feel me? They get upset about it. As soon as did you see that? These people are furious at the fact that you are on the other side of your past. You're headed towards your future with an exodus that God created for you because you made a commitment to be better. And so what people will do, kicking and screaming, hollering, hooting and hollering and shit, they'll want to trigger you. They'll want to remind you of who you used to be, hoping that that triggers you into a place of yesteryear, yesterday, 3 years ago, 10 years ago. So that you step back in from that exodus, back into the past. So that you flip out, so that you become so triggered, you become so angry that you just throw away all that hard work you did. Now you're back. You're back to the past when you were headed towards the future. I'm not saying that you have to start from square one, but you might have to. Because all those years of you being better, letting go of toxic behavior, letting go of people controlling your emotions with their words or their actions because you're so sensitive to what people think and how they feel about you, allowing people to trigger you, you throw all that away. You could possibly, because you never know who's watching. And even if nobody is watching, what about being accountable for yourself? God is always watching anyway. Because again, the agreement that you made to be better and the exodus that you received was from the Most High God. That's all that matters. Those are the eyes that are always watching. Not selectively watching certain episodes and compiling things to attack you with. Not listening to rhetoric, narratives, false narratives, or opinionated narratives or lies that people, put out there about you to trigger you, to make you act a fool, to lower your vibration, to pull you back into yesteryear when you're on your way out. On the other side, you got one foot out. And these miserable, angry people that don't want to see you happy, people that don't want to see you move forward, are right on that heel or that other foot that's on the other side of that exodus.
Oh, not a lot of pictures. All right, thank you.
You don't want to throw all that away. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you earned it. It's yours. It belongs to you. No one else. One of the biggest things that I've learned probably over the last 10 years, almost 10 years, is not allowing people and what they say or how they try to trigger me to control my emotions. Not saying that you can't get angry, not saying that you can't be upset, not saying that you can't even vocalize being angry or upset. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not what you say, but the words that you use to say what you need to say. I don't know about y'all, but I've learned more in the last year of my life than I've learned ever. Especially being on this platform. Because what I realize about being on this platform is that people are weird as fuck. People are allowing their traumatic experiences in life, they are allowing their insecurities, they're allowing their jealousy, their envy, their lack of information and lack of knowledge about who you are, about the world at large, about what's really going on here. They allow that to fuel whatever actions that they put out, how they show up in the world. They allow all these things that ain't got shit to do with us to dictate how they move and how they show up in this world, and that's too bad. But that's the truth. Really, it is. They're trying to figure out, how did you get that exodus? How did you get away from who you used to be? Because they are a mirror of who you used to be. They're trying to figure out, how did you get away from that? Instead of asking you or following an example or being inspired by that, they just want to stop you because they can't figure out, how did you do that? You feel me? That's the facts of it all. This ain't got nothing to do with me thinking I know everything. Although I do know everything about me. That's what I had to remind myself of this morning. 22222 2222. 2222 on the clock. A balancing. That's what I had to accept this morning. Because along this pathway of me getting to my exodus, I've had a number of different people from my family, from my friend group, my lovers, and then people on this platform that don't know shit about me. Don't know anything about me. What they know about me, somebody else told them, and that's all that is. That's a bunch of a gaggle of hoes or a gaggle of bitches or a herd of hoes. Okay, a bunch of people sitting around doing a lot of this, talking about you, talking about me, but don't want to talk. But don't want to do they don't want to talk about themselves. They don't want to talk about how do we get away from all this negative energy. They want to keep persisting in it, and that's their right. But I had to remind myself this morning, dead ass, that these motherfucking people don't know shit about me. 33 and a clock. They don't know anything about me. And people have gotten very disrespectful, hoping to trigger me so I act a fool, so they can say, see, he hasn't changed, he's not healed, he's not perfect. It's not gonna happen. Because these people, it's sad, because they don't know anything about me. And what they do know about me is secondhand information from even more unhealed and toxic karmic motherfuckers from back in the day, 411 on the clock. And it's sad because those people that are, doing all this, thinking they know me from back in the day, are still in those moments from back in the day. I've left that. You feel me? You can't pull a trigger for a gun that's not there, or hell, not even loaded. Yo, I believe in being better. That's all I've been doing. I was gonna say trying to do, but no, I've gotten so much better than who I used to be, and these people can't take it. And that's facts. They can't take it when you do it. That's facts. That's why a lot of us are under attack constantly, because these people are stuck. They're stuck, literally. No matter what it looks like for them, they are stuck, because people who are on the path to betterment, people that are truly healed, people that are supposed to be better than who they were 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, wouldn't be worried about what the fuck somebody else is doing to be better, as long as it ain't hurting them. And if you being better is hurting somebody, then that person probably got some healing that they need to really kind of work on and stop worrying about what the fuck you got going on. You feel me? My sister always used to say, oh, you think you're so smart. Oh, you think you're the golden child. Oh, everybody likes you. You know, all that kind of bullshit. And it's so goofy to me, because it's like, no, I don't. I don't think that I'm the golden child. I don't think that I'm perfect. I don't think I know everything. But one thing that I do know is that I want to live my life like it's golden, no matter what I got or what I don't have. I like to focus on what I have instead of what I don't have these days. Instead of focusing on what I don't have and how can I get it, I just focus on what I have now and try to improve upon that. It's very easy to do that. I don't think that I'm smarter than everybody else, but I'm a hell of a lot smarter than I was before in the past. I'm a constant student. I learn something new every single day from people who are younger than me. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not perfect. Not at all. Nor do I want to be. But I'm perfectly fine minding my motherfucking business. I'm perfectly fine not gossiping about people. I'm perfectly fine not trying to sabotage people. I'm perfectly fine being left the fuck alone. But that's not good enough for people, and that doesn't matter to me, because I made my commitment with God and to myself. Let's see what we got here. What say you, Spirit? All right. What say you, Spirit? Let's get some advice for the collective on the Exodus. What does Spirit have to say about maintaining this Exodus? Things that will help us keep moving forward. We got one foot out the door. Hell, some of us are already out that door. We just got to keep moving forward. The only way to ensure that people from the past or people trying to drag you to the past while you're on your way throughout that exodus, is to shut that fucking door. Okay? Because a lot of these people are way too motherfucking old to be sitting around worried about us hating. It's goofy. Don't allow these people to trigger you. Don't allow those people to exploit your trauma. What kind of people are these people? You know what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself that sometimes. Or maybe not. Don't even do that. Do not allow people to use your trauma to pull you backwards. Let God deal with those people. Forgive these people. Fuck them and feed them dog food. They can kick rocks. Who cares? They don't know you. And hell, even if they do know you, you probably don't even want to know these people anymore. You feel me? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Select the all option so that you know when all my uploads upload. You feel me? The advertisement on the bus says, phew. Yep, strength. I can't make it up. Did you see that card flip out? We got strength here. Leo energy. We are in Leo energy. We're in the month of the Lionsgate portal. It took a lot of strength for me to get here. It took a lot of strength for you to get here. It took so much strength for me to get here. You think I'm gonna let some weak ass motherfuckers pull me back? Fuck no. Okay? What say you, Spirit? What say you, Spirit? What say you? What say you? You manifested this. You manifested this. Your manifestations are coming in because you were strong. You were strong in your commitment. You were strong with love. You were strong with being a good person. I think my earbuds went out. But you're strong with being a good person. Hell yeah. My headphones went out. But you manifested something. You got manifestations coming in there, collective. I know I can't be the only one. What did you manifest? What do you really want? What have you wanted? I've just wanted to be better. 10 of Cups. I can't make it up. Happiness. Being better. Wish fulfillment. Ultimate wish fulfillment. Yeah, 5 of Cups. No longer in the reverse. No longer crying over spilled milk. Leaving the past in the past. It is what it is. A lot of people are not going to like that. That's why we're heavily attacked. That's why I've been so heavily attacked. Because nobody wants me to be better. Because when I'm not doing better, they feel better about themselves. That's weak. 111 on the clock. That doesn't require strength. That's their weakness, not yours. 2 more. What's this? Be a leader. You took the lead. King of Wands. You took the lead. Okay? You became a leader. Not a follower. Not like these other people. These people that want to persistently attack you because they're not leaders. Not the leader you are anyways. God gave you this throne. God gave you that crown to lead. And maybe not to lead nobody else but yourself out of bad, toxic situations. 2:02 on the clock. One more. Moving forward. Karma. Dharma. This is Dharma. 8 of Wands in the upright. That's moving, just fast moving action. Things are going to happen fast. 8 again. Lionsgate portal energy. Manifestations are coming in fast. You are making fast movements. That's what Spirit says. 32:32 on the clock. Don't let it be like this. Don't let people slow you down. Not at all. You got offers coming in. Manifestations. This is what this is. I can't make this shit up. Your manifestations are coming in fast, collective. They're coming in fast. Don't let nobody take that away from you because they didn't earn it. They didn't do the work. They watched you do all the work to be better, and now they want to sabotage it because they were too busy watching your ass all that time that they weren't even becoming better. They were just becoming bitter. Better at being bitter. Better at being bitter and hateful and ugly. And it ain't got shit to do with you or me. So don't become triggered. Don't allow anybody to lower your vibration because that's where they are. You feel me? 22 on the clock. I'm gonna close this message out and get back to my day. I hope everybody enjoys your day. I hope that you agree. 3333 on the clock. Okay. I hope that you got something from this, because I certainly the fuck did. Okay. Do not let anybody stop you from making that exodus. The only person, the only being that you have to worry about is God. God moved these mountains for me, not none of these weak ass haters. They got their own mountains. Okay? Let them worry about moving theirs. You've already conquered yours. You already went over the mountain. You didn't go around the mountain. You didn't take the wide path. You took the very hard, narrow path to get on the other side of the mountain. Don't let nobody take that shit from you. You feel me? I'm closing out this message. I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Remember, you grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. It's always love and light around this bitch. As always, take it easy. I love you. To the moon and back. Deuces.